Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Too many women act like men don't have standards. And, this is something I need to address. And y'all know I don't usually go in on women, but there was I'll just say something happened on one of my other social media sites. I was getting into it with, I'm just going to say a female. I couldn't see her profile because I didn't follow her. But, and I ain't going to get into the specifics of it, but I'll say in general, women out here, it's too many women act like the only thing they need to get a man, even a high value man, is their vaginas. Bullshit. Bullshit. Only man that a woman could get just off her vagina, just off of that, is like some low level dude. Like one of the dusty dudes that they claim that they don't want. Even though some dusty dudes got 5 baby mamas. We won't go there. But, and I've seen this a lot. In fact, it's a big issue out there. Big issue. Like women get real funky if a man act like he just ain't attracted to them. Just on a basic level. They'll say, oh, wait a minute, what's wrong with you? Is he gay? Or, I'm like, what? No, he just don't want your ass. Seriously. But, and it's a lot too, especially as the man rises up. Like I said, some low level man out here, probably whatever. You got some guys out there, if it moves, they down for it. I've called them scavengers. Seriously, they the type, those the type you keep, if you got any like a daughter, cousins or something, you keep them away from those type of men. But they only a few. Most men got something that they want in a woman. And it's on a class level. It could be religion. It could be anything. Because I know some dudes, I've always talked about how some women, they ain't gonna mess with somebody if he ain't praising their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. There's a lot of strong Christian men out there. Shoot, a lot of Muslim men. Shoot, if the woman ain't gonna act righteous or something according to that man's path, you don't have any use for him. And that's just how it is. And then the class thing. And that's part of the reason why I'm even doing this, because for those who follow my Rom TV site, I just uploaded a video because I have a series on there called Classes of Women, and I was talking about upper middle class women. And that was actually the longest episode I did. And I thought about that. I said, one thing like people don't know about me, when I always talk about tribes, and in general, I'll say they need to have a big old butt dump, right? In general. And I'm very general about that. But if we start getting down to specifics, with me, the women that I've gotten along with, easiest. It was like 2 general types, three general types. One, if they were educated and were in like a black female sorority. Like most of the women, I'm dating interracial. I don't have no problem saying that. And there's even some with the interracial women that come with that too. But most of the women, black women I've dated, and even just been just real cool with, had relationships with, they were in those sororities. Even my ex-wife, aka, In fact, even if anybody follow me on IG, sometimes I'll share a picture with me and a young lady, or a lady closer to my age, and shoot, 2 of them AKAs. But I just do AKAs and deltas, and then in general, educated women, like really educated. Not some women saying it, but they actually went through school, more intelligent. Like if you go over their places, you see you got a book stand there. Remember one young lady I was hanging out with a couple years ago. Me and her still cool. We just know exactly what I'm talking about too. Shoot, we was hanging out. Shoot, we went to a bookstore. Everybody always pulls up next to me, but it's like if we were just chilling. That's a date for me because I like intelligent women like that. And then, ironically, a lot of women from the Caribbean, especially Trinidad. Good Lord. Any Trinis listening, hit me up privately. I don't know what it is about Trinidad, but women from Trinidad especially, other Caribbean islands too, but especially Trinidad, love me. And even when I've dated interracially, the women tended to be like graduate degrees and stuff. Like I dated 2 Japanese women, lived with one. Both of them have advanced degrees. But that's my tribe. That's my tribe. That's my standard. Now, I've dealt with women who, as BGS would call them, 85s or 87s. I've dealt with them, but it was never, honestly, I got to think hard. When past, like I started high school, I actually dealt with them. Because even like, and that's part of the thing. When I was in high school, I was going, even though I went to the go-go, I also go to some more parties and stuff. They had Catholic school girls, private school type girls. So they were just up there. And, I'm just sharing that, just saying, okay, that's me. But other men are like that. Every man who got some sense, every single man who got some sense is looking at more than the vajayjay. Like I said, you do get some guys, they don't care, but those are the ones you keep away from your female relatives. You don't let them babysit you, your kids. All right? You don't let them babysit your kids. So, let me see, hold on, let me say this, just shake it a little bit. So, you don't let that happen. But men have standards. I mean, and you know what? Men have standards to the point. To the point. That's why you don't really have it. And I've seen some stuff where people say, yeah, you got to have some standards. They preaching to the choir. Most men, like, we definitely have physical standards. But then, when men say, well, I don't want to deal with a single mom or something, that's a standard. But see, the thing is, some women don't get it. And they can be the most annoying. And I'm going to tell you something else is annoying about them. Sometimes if you just say something is hot to them, they be swearing all out you want them. Say, no, I'm being like gracious. Like I got some manners, trust me. If you at a party with some of the women I would usually deal with, I wouldn't look at you. Like, you ever had that some women think you just being friendly and shit? I'm like, no, honey, no, I don't want your ass. Shit. Now, I could be quiet around your ass, too. But then they say, oh, he stuck up or something. But, yeah, I mean, seriously, man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to say it here because, one thing with men, we getting to the point, we just have to be, whether women get mad about it. And I just say, look, I mean, I thought it was, like I said, I hadn't really talked about it before. I might have, but I ain't really dwell on it because I thought it was normal. I did, but women didn't get the memo. It's funny. You get these women, they doing all this stuff to get a man, and what they need to do, they need to actually ask a man. They need to actually ask a man what we actually want. That's why I've told men to talk to women like who they can trust and ask them some honest questions. Well, shit, women need to do the same. And women need to pay attention. How's that dude's religion? Like, religion is very important for many men. What's that dude's social class? What's his economic class? That's going to speak to a lot of stuff. Now, I notice women will pay attention to that, when it suits their needs. But they need to say, well, what does he want? And that's a question any women watching this. Ask the man what he wants. And like I said, I can be cool, like, it's mostly educated and upper middle class women I click with. Or, at least professional types. I mean, depending, I wouldn't, like, if somebody ain't on that level, I mean, I wouldn't, like, just push them away. But at the same time, I don't have a history of really dealing with them long term. She would have to bring a whole lot. She would have to impress me on so many levels. In fact, I'm think I'm gonna do one of my on-demand videos about social class and black relationships. It's gonna be on demand because I gotta get deep. I gotta go into Professor Rom mode. So, and that's another thing too. When especially when a man is educated, he really do want somebody on he can have that conversation with. Now you do get some men who, like, what's funny, you get a lot of people, they'll point out those men who get those trophies and everything. I'm gonna tell you what with them, and I've seen that when it's like two different levels, usually that woman start fucking that man. Seriously, it's usually some problems. I've seen them up close. I've seen some of those up close. And yeah, the man might deal with the woman if she's like trophy worthy and stuff like that. But there come a time when that woman cheats, that man might cheat. There's a lot of stuff that go on with when they really ain't on the same page. I mean, really the biggest thing with those cases is like a sexless marriage or cuckold, real talk. So, but that's one thing. Women need to really understand that, and it's really gotten to the point men need to emphasize it more, even though it should be natural. It should be natural, especially as the man moves up in status and everything. He ain't just grabbing anybody. That woman got to bring something. She got to be close to his level or something. Got to be close to her. Especially with professionals and stuff. Especially with professionals or people on that level, or the 92 octane men, the professionals. Shout out BGS. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, look forward to tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do. Jot down some notes real quick, see what I want to talk about. Because that's actually, if you talk about social class and black relationships, shit, that could be a whole series. I'm just going to give you an outline, though. Oh, let me see. Yeah, y'all notice I ain't go to my regular store. I see somebody need to get to know. I ain't go to my regular store. Sometimes if I don't need something from there, I'll go to my closest store. So anyway, right? And that's something else too. I think I need to get more into social class and stuff. Because people, just in general, people don't talk about it. Okay, somebody done hit me up. Anyway. Yeah, I'm an upper class woman. So anyway. That's all I got for today, y'all. Go ahead and get my videos. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.